Hello, Akira here, and welcome back to Conquest of Elysium 4. This is part 11 of Witch Hunt, and just to recap, there are only two AI players left, the pale ones and the Markcraft, aka the Hobbits. I'm assuming I'm much more powerful than both of them, because each encounter that I've come across has been overwhelmingly in my favor. With the exception of this last encounter with the Markgraf, they had a substantial army. Now, really, they didn't cause much damage, but I was just impressed by the sheer numbers, which I'm sort of guessing is their forte. But it was a lot of fun to watch my witch cast spells on their units. My burst spells were definitely very, very powerful because it almost had a 100% hit rate. And my giant monsters just were throwing them everywhere. Not literally, but metaphorically, they were just overwhelmingly dominating their forces. So that was a lot of fun to watch. Now, when I left you last time, I was just about ready to move my sub-commander witch into the elemental plane to do some shenanigans. But before I do that, I'm going to leave her with as many level 3 summonings as I can muster, because once she's there, she won't be able to do any more of those spells, and she'll have to come back. So we're just going to send her as prepared as possible, and commit the rest of my forces to policing what area I have encountered already, and do a little bit of scouting to sort of find where the Markgraf and the Pale One's home base is, just to get an idea of what's left of them, without causing too much damage. I don't want the game to end yet, because I definitely want to see a little bit more of these planes. Now, we first encountered the elemental plane here, and what's here is essentially the gods. There is the Cloud Citadel. I think there's more. There's two Cloud Citadels here that I could conquer. The forces are quite powerful. There's a level 4 elemental mage there that is going to take some serious consideration before I tackle it. However, and probably more interesting, is the Nexus. Now, here we encountered an enchanter, which was sort of appropriate, considering that was the last class that I played. And we caused a fair amount of damage with my necromancer, God rest his soul, although he was already dead, so I guess that was no loss. But I killed the enchanter, and I was able to inflict a serious amount of damage on his industrial creatures. And I'm hoping that they'll, of course, if it's appropriate to the character, they don't heal. So I'm hoping they'll stay unhealed for some reason. I don't know why they would heal. But if they do, the next commander should have a pretty easy time conquering this area. Now, once I do that, one of two things are going to happen. Either we're going to find Captain Kirk making omelets, or we're going to be bestowed some awesome special power. And I'm guessing that little eye, I'm not going to point to it with my mouse because you can't, I'll move off. But that little eye, I guess it's the all-seeing eye that you would find on the back of the dollar bill. I don't know much of the history. I guess it has something to do with the Masons, and there's a whole national treasure conspiracy around it. But essentially, it should bestow upon me the power to see the whole map. I'm guessing. That is purely speculation. It would make sense considering that it is the all-seeing eye. So I'm very much looking forward to conquering that. As soon as we give Celine the level 3 summonings, we're going to head that way as quickly as possible. Now, though that is the most interesting, it's certainly not the most interesting, or it's certainly not the only thing going on. I did conquer a level 3 enchantress here, and we are moving what's become quite a powerful witch down south to do some exploring in this area where I haven't seen, just to sort of check that out and gather any resources that we can. We are pretty much dominating the game, so at this point, the only reason I'm trying to gain more resources is just because I want to create more level 3 monsters. So, bear with me, because there's going to be quite a bit more policing. I'm going to kill some small animals, and that's a little bit tedious. As we did last time, I'm just going to skip past that in an attempt to keep this game less monotonous. So, with that said, let's take a look. I have quite a bit of gold left. I don't think I need any more commanders right now. I will grab another witch or some type of mage commander if I can, but that's down the road. Okay, I think we're going to have to move the next turn before we can do anything there. He's out of moves. Someone did mention in the comments that if I move him back to the magic library, there is maybe an option to get him some level 2 special powers or something. So once we feel comfortable that this area is sort of captured back, I will go ahead and do that just to see what's available. But I don't really remember. I think I remember noting that that wasn't possible. I probably would have done it, but it can't hurt to check it out. Now we have 600 fungi left, but that's going to be committed towards another level 3 summoning. And I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to send this way to conquer this town. I could send this witch, or possibly him. I'm not exactly sure. It shouldn't take too much of a force, honestly. So maybe I'll just muster up some forces here. Like that actually should suffice. So maybe that's what that will be. Either way, we have a couple more moves left before we go into our next turn, and we'll go ahead and take care of those. Oh, there's a guard tower and a lower level enchanter, so that's fun. Poison aura, so that's good. A Hydro Bowl. That's fun. Now, this should be no problem for this witch. Nope, certainly not a problem. So we'll go ahead and take them on next turn. This commander, I've sort of forgot what he was doing. I think he's gonna, actually, I think he's gonna, I'm gonna have him police this area over here. That makes a lot of sense. I could send him back to pick up those troops, which wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. Maybe we'll do that first before we enter the forest. Now down here we have quite some interesting things. Some undead, some pale ones, some independent pale ones, and this silver mine, which is guarded by the Bakmono. And they don't look very powerful. No crazy mages that I can see. So I might do some summoning here just to sort of get my numbers up a little bit. Shouldn't hurt too much. Minor summoning. Let's try that again. I am dipping into my 300, but I should generate that next turn. No problem. Should be okay there. I don't necessarily want to lose this witch, so it might be worth prepping, just in case some of these guys are a little bit more nasty than they appear, and I'm missing something, though I really don't think I am. So that shouldn't be a problem. We'll do that next turn. And let's go ahead. I have to remember to hit this next commander a little bit more because there's enough commanders that I am starting to forget what I'm doing here. Those guys are good there. Oh yeah, we have our little, what is this guy? He's just a poorly educated wizard, I think. So I believe, if I remember correctly, we were going to go down and capture these little hamlets in that port there, because that is going to give us some trade. And we can explore these areas up here once he's finished. Although I really don't think there's much to explore. I mean, that's obviously just a little peninsula that probably sticks out. And I'm guessing there's that. So it might be worth it to grab those fungi areas, though. So maybe we'll move him up there for that. And I think that's it. Okay. I might grab that Witch's Apprentice, just in case. And of course, another thing is we were able to capture, via the Void, Stonehenge, which makes the summers a lot longer and increases our fungi production. Damn it, I'm gonna have to wait another turn to get that level 3 monster. Although I think once I move there, yeah, I'd be out of turns anyway. Now, this isn't actually an ideal configuration because these guys are so far back that they're not in range because of all these dudes. So I'm gonna transfer some of these guys to Nixia here. Although, actually, no, I take that back. Things are a little bit confusing because Nixia and Celine are combined, and she's out of move. So I'll separate them and remind myself later what that looks like. Oh, I guess I can do this, actually. Let's go to let's see who's under Celine's command. Quite a bit. So I will get rid of, let's see, at least one row. Let's look at that. Sorry, I know there's probably a shortcut for this, but I've been getting confused on those shortcuts, and this is just the safe method. So that should eliminate 2 rows, effectively bringing these guys up 2 rows. And I think that's good there. Having 1 layer would be nice. I could remove those, but let's keep them as a little bit of a buffer. Let's go ahead and give these characters to her. As much as that is, we should be able to recoup those within a year game time, or several turns at least. So that should be good. We'll take another look before we move up. Now my Pyromancer can move out this way. Let's go ahead and recapture these areas. And I do believe we should get rid of maybe something that's making him slow. Although I don't mind too much for now. Okay, there's that. Let's go ahead and move her to the silver mine. Hopefully that's as straightforward as it seems. If not, we'll lose a witch. Although we will do this. Let's go ahead and recruit this witch's apprentice, just in case we lose her. And let's take this from the enchanter. We'll capture these guard areas, which will offer us some more areas to replenish our troops. Let's move our low-level mage this way. And let's actually go ahead and move him to this bridge as quickly as possible to get those units, and then we'll start policing the forest. Let's go ahead and recruit some more archers here and transfer those units to this new mage. Oh, let's do this guy actually. I'm curious. I want to move him down here to the library to see how we can increase his strength. And just to remind you, he's like a metallurgical sort of mage. Yeah, that's the best way I can probably put it. So we'll see what that does for him. Let's go ahead and transfer all the units to his control and call that good, and we'll start moving him down to retake these areas down here. And of course we'll replenish our forces there as soon as possible. Okay, next commander, you're good, you're good. We'll call you good there. Fire mage is good. Let's see, Celine. I could do some... I think I want to save my fungi. I'm not sure how much I'll get next turn, so it shouldn't really matter. So we'll go ahead and end turn there. Let's see how the silver mine goes. So, oh, of course we have my doppelganger assassins, I think. Yep, this guy that caused some damage before. We are casting sleep on some of their units, which is good. And I should be able to handle these guys no problem. These guys might actually end up doing a little bit of flanking, but we'll see. I guess not. I got lots of attacks here with the Hydra, such as the nature of multi-headed beings. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Looks like their commander he's confused, which is great. Is it their commander? No, I don't think so. I think that's I don't know who their commander is. Either way, that was as straightforward as I hoped it was. And I did convert some Beckmono to my side. Fantastic. We are attacking this guard tower. Now, this should go somewhat in my favor, because these guys are pretty intense. But these bows cause a fair amount of damage. But these guys have such massive HP, I'm not really worried about it. Once my Jello gets there, I'll eat it. You guys remember, probably growing up, if you guys are anything like me, like you'd go to like a community function and people would make Jello and they put all that sort of gross canned fruit in there. That's what I imagine this guy looks like after battle until they're sort of dissolved, but with like dead corpses and stuff. So this guy is putting a fair amount of my dudes to sleep, but my little swamp dude is going to crush him very soon, I hope. Their golem is close to dead, and once that happens, there's really nothing left that will cause much damage. There we go. This guy, who's poisoned, I'm not climbing that wall. Should be able to do it because he's giant-sized. Maybe he's scared. There we go. Deed done. The doppelganger found a magic item. So he's got the Hydra Bowl now, which is good. The drought is over. So now we have plenty of fungi. Oh, that's right. We were in a drought. I must have forgotten that. Okay. So now we can do some cool work here. Let's go ahead and take Nixia, bump her up to 150%, and summon an old one. Hopefully it will be something cool and new. Let's see. Yes, that looks awesome. Okay. So low HP, which I'm hoping will be a sign that this thing does some awesome damage, has an awesome weapon, the Flail of Pain. It stuns enemies, doesn't affect inanimate beings. Extra effective target is affected, so he has a chance to hurt him and then stun him. So there's that. Otherwise, it's flying, causes fear. Doesn't look that great. I mean, it's front attacking. I'm hoping. I mean, I'm sure it's great. I'm not sure exactly what it does. Maybe it just moves really fast. It doesn't say it's fast moving though. Maybe this snake hair does something. It does cause poison damage. Maybe that. I imagine if it's a sort of Medusa creature, it might freeze him, turn him into stone. But we'll see. There's only one way to find out, and that is to transfer power to Celine. So I click things right. Transfer units. Where is that at? There we go. Okay. Is that all I want to send? I think so. We don't need to go crazy. Let's send some Jello. Let's let's like greet our neighbors with Jello like it was traditional. We'll be like, "Hi, we're from the realm of Elysium. Here's some Jello," and it's gonna consume them if they aren't giant. Okay, so that way, Celine is good. We have some left, and now we'll need to start replenishing these forces because she is seriously lacking in hit power. But that's all right because we can do so. Next turn, we'll enter. Can we enter Gateway now? No, we can't. No, with no action points. Okay. Our Pyromancer is going to take on the ants. Then we'll reclaim those areas and probably start moving south. Our commander dude here is going to enter these areas. I'll probably hit up the library first just to see what can be done there. Move him to the bridge. And what can we do here? Let's see. Everything looks good. Probably just take over those villages, no problem. I will go ahead and take the time to attack the indigenous life forms so they don't come back and attack me. Montfay, our low-level mage, is ready to move on, so we'll capture that port and this village and maybe move north. But we could hit up these areas and recapture them. I'd rather do a little exploration first. Okay, now, so those should be good. Can recruit some archers to that area. And I'm going to go ahead and recruit some more cavalry to the bridge because I know I'm going to have a commander there and I can pick them up next time. And I think, let's check. We'll call that, oh nope, there's this one down here. Okay, so we have a silver mine. That's tons more gold. Which actually I think I was trading for Hands of Glory, which I don't need anymore because I've killed my Necro Commander. Now, I guess I could go ahead and just buy fungus. Every little bit helps, for sure. They look good. Let's go ahead and attack the pale ones. And call that good. Okay, so again, I'm going to skip these mundane battles because we've seen these. This might be a little interesting. Go ahead and just fast forward through this. These guys are probably equivalent to like the for the senator troops in the sense that they do a decent amount of attack, but they have no armor. Oh, they are amphibious, I think. That's cool. Maybe my next goal will be to do some underwater battles. I've always wanted to, in Dominions, I've always enjoyed, I should say, capturing the underwater throne because it was a little, at least in the beginning, it was quite challenging because I didn't really understand how to do it. And then I sort of got excited when I found out I could craft this ring, move all my troops underwater, and even then they sort of weren't very good troops, so that was always fun to me. Oh, actually, I said we're going to skip that. Sorry. Okay, looks like we have a pale commander moving in with a longer and hotter summer. Should be no big deal. Actually, I'm pretty sure they should be able to handle them no problem. Though, it would be nice to have some backup. But for now, let's go ahead and move Celine. Let's have her enter the gateway. Let's just double check. Let's double check we don't have any units lingering that... Yeah, let's go ahead and give her all those archers. And... oh, crap. That son of a... Okay, sorry about that, guys. We'll have to do it next turn. Guess in the meantime, let's go ahead and use Nixia's special power to do some major summoning. Get a Hydra there. We'll get like 2, 3, or 4, probably 4 of those, and then like 2 big old ones would be very nice. We'll keep an eye on them for sure. Let's go ahead and claim this from the snakes. Okay, let's move this guy. I'm sort of excited to see what we can do with him. Let's visit library. We can give him Master Witchery for 150 gold. Let's do that. Most definitely. And let's see. Now that should have given him, right? That should have given him some sort of, maybe that's next turn that takes effect? What is he now? He's, God, I can't remember. Was he level 2 before? Maybe not. Maybe that just increased his level here. Now I'm confused. I wasn't paying close enough attention. So, I guess it did make him level 2. I guess he doesn't have any summoning or anything he can do still, but he is level 2 now. And which does give him, he can cast an extra spell in battle, or have an access to an extra spell. So we could give him another one for 600 gold, which seems really expensive. And let's go ahead and, oh, I guess we can't do that either. Soldiers of Steel. Special effect, oh, so he gives armor. This is perfect for his army there. So we're going to go ahead and do that for sure. Let's go ahead and give him, I like luck. Let's just uncheck all these. It's just to one character though. Iron Shard is good. It does an attack. Summons Earth Elemental maybe? A maximum of about 25 lesser Earths can be summoned in a single battle. Wow. I think these are, I love luck, but that's just a single spell. So then we'll move him there. Let's move Lycopsis to, let's go ahead and grab these guys next, and I'll get these areas under control. Then we'll come back and attack the Haunted Forest. This guy is here. Let's transfer all units to his command. I don't think there's much reason for us to keep this bridge as a choke point now. And then we'll start reclaiming these areas. And we'll move you here as well. He's got a decent army. He should be able to defend himself against a reasonable foe. Okay. All right. Think how much gold? Let's go ahead and save up our gold. We'll skip that. We'll skip that. And move on. Little bastards. Okay. Autumn has arrived. We have 330 fungi. And now, oh my gosh. Okay, what is, I should have paid more attention to this. So something is slowing us down. Are these guys slow? Something's keeping us from moving slow. Or something's sucking up our movement power. I don't want to have to move every other turn. That's just a pain in the butt. Is it this Jello? Ah, it's the Jello. So let's leave the Jello behind for sure. Let's see how that affects our moves. So let's transfer Jello out of our control. Still hasn't done it yet. Something's taken a movement penalty. Oh, it's probably the snail. Of course. Okay, transfer units. Let's get rid of snails. All right, there we go. Much better. We want speed. We want speed. I'm actually going to move these guys here. Might as well leave them somewhere valuable. And then we'll go ahead and do some more summoning with Nixia next turn. These guys are probably going to make a nice little punch through my forces, but I'm not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and attempt to intercept with our Pyromancer. And, okay, next commander. You're ready to attack, I believe. Yes, there. That should be fun to watch. I want to see how that new spell works. And let's go ahead and attack the wolves. Oh, crap. I left these guys back. Not a horrible thing, though. And where should we go next? Village or guard tower? Let's get the guard tower so we can, I guess we can go ahead and spawn some forces there if we need to. Let's go ahead and move this guy. I'm going to go ahead and move him. I'm just going to go ahead and capture. Oh, good. I'm glad I did that. There is a mine there. I don't think I want to take them with him. Go ahead and move him back and keep him in this area policing these forces here. This is a fair amount of resources I'd like to keep under my control. And we'll move Homeboy here to this area. Okay, what's next? Anything? Could move someone up there. Oh, yeah. Let's capture a mine. Can't hurt. Okay, we're going to end turn. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I'm just curious. I like watching these little hobbits. Ooh. So, again, someone had mentioned changing up my scenario so I don't have this situation where these guys aren't ideal against this force. There's a big gate here. Their charge is completely negated. So I did go ahead and summon an Earth Elemental. How do they look? Pretty good. Pretty good. But having these guys with a separate commander would save them quite a bit of work. Now, they're doing a decent job at crashing this gate, I'll give you that. But my archers are probably would have probably taken care of anyone anyway, without me even having to crash the gate. So that is a little bit of food for thought there. Let's just take a closer look at that guy. They're definitely hobbits, right? They're hobbits. Like aggressive hobbits. Okay. Does anyone know of any Markgraf folklore in real life? Like, I mean, unless they were sort of derived from like hobbit-type creatures, is there some sort of culture that has them in their mythology? That'd be cool to know. Okay. That one should go fairly quickly. Although I do like watching my Jello eat people. It's a bit slow. I'm going to hold off on the other witch's apprentice for now. I'm going to move Celine through the gateway, and she is going to make a beeline for the Nexus. I do apologize that that's taken so long. Okay, next commander. That went well. We can take back that area, and that's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. I should consider... Let's see. I'm giving myself a few more archers before I take them on. Or possibly combining forces with somebody. Probably archers. Let's go ahead and... Can I send archers to any of these areas? Ah, crap, I moved him in the wrong direction. I don't think I can. Well, I'm going to hold off on that, because I think that could be a big challenge. Now, let's go ahead and use her special power to do another major summoning. Oh, I could go ahead and get... what the heck, let's do this. More Jello. It is slow moving. What can you really expect from Jello, though? You know? I've got giant man-eating Jello. I shouldn't complain. Okay. This guy can go in here. Help me recapture some of these areas from the giant Mies. We'll go ahead and capture these areas back. Next commander. Let's see if I've got everything. Let's go ahead and move you that way one step. I'm going to go ahead and move you back this way. And that should be good. Oh, nope. Let's move. Let's actually have her move to explore a little bit. I'd like to, at the cost of some of these areas, just poke in here and see what's going on that way, in case there's something really awesome. You're good to go. Let's go ahead and end turn. Now we're finally back in the land of the Cloud Peoples. Okay. Let's start by using a special power to summon an old one. Maybe it's going to be something cool. Just a giant Hydra. This guy's actually pretty badass, unless he gets paralyzed like he did in that one battle. But that's a good creature there. So I'm happy to have that. I'm actually going to go ahead and move south to try to take on those pale ones. I feel comfortable doing that. Maybe I'll summon a few. Oh, I did leave him there. Dang it. That's okay. It's better that I have a little bit of a guard here. Again, I was a little bit paranoid that like things might come out as well, so we have to keep that in mind. All right. Let's go ahead and move you here. And maybe I'll recruit some archers here and bring them up to help. I'm not in a huge rush. That's only a guard tower. It's more of the principle of the thing, that those damn hobbits have encroached my territory. Okay, let's go ahead and attack the wolves. Oops, I forgot my promise to move south. Okay, you can move this way. Let's go ahead and capture these areas back here. Oh, crap, man. Well, I had to move them anyway. Another misclick. Where's my... Oh, crap, my commander died in that battle. Well, shoot. He is sort of... Those are bad commanders in that configuration because they charge ahead, and I forgot about that. So, maybe we'll move this guy over here to pick them up. Or, actually, let's go ahead and separate. Let's go ahead and give that witch over here, because she can do some battlefield summoning that would be handy in that area. Okay. Pyromancer. Let's move there. You're good. Okay, let's go to the elemental plane. I'm going to try to avoid too many battles because I want to make quick work of these guys, but I'm not going to run from frickin' birds. Yeah, I'm not going to run from birds. Think you're good for now. I might move you back to the library just to keep that place safe. You're good. Capture that fairy circle. Could go in those mountains and do some exploring. Okay, let's end turn. That should be fairly straightforward, although we learned that commanders can die. I assassinate the bird before he even enters battle. Excellent. Okay. Winter is here. Reduced fungi production. What are we doing in winter? Still 68. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's see. We'll check for those pale ones. I would have scootered if I were them as well. Oh my god. Nixia? What the heck? What is that? Forest of Cubes? Oh, this is Nanola. Wait, so is she... She's in a forest of cubes, which I don't know what that means. Like there's some sustenance to the void now. Like it is coalescing into a reality. Either that or she's just so batshit crazy. Wouldn't that be cool if she spent so long in the void that it like made her this like awesome thing? We should attempt to move her, I'm guessing. We have to now that we actually can. Right? Oh, she's blacked. Oh, that means she's... I thought we could... I thought black meant that she was... whatever you call it, on Sentry. She's insane. That's still it. Shoot, I can't move her. Very cool, though. Either way, I think I meant to click this one. And we'll do so now. We'll go ahead and move to this gateway. And next we'll enter gateway. It's cool that you can destroy gateways. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but I guess keeping other people from getting there. Like if that nexus could be cool. Like if I was playing against multiple players, like in real life, real people, I would want to destroy the gate so that I have access to the nexus and would give me the all-seeing eye. I'm assuming anyway. I don't really know. Okay, let's recruit some more archers. How are we looking there? Maybe I will go ahead and use this commander to ferry them. Okay. Nixia, let's use your special power to do some... Let's go 105, should be no problem. I'm wasting a lot of resources, but ooh, invulnerability, so it's really handy against things with pokey and sharp swords. Oh, we could move our Pyromancer back. Actually, maybe that's a better idea. One, I want to revisit that library anyway, and Nixie is sort of stepping in where he needs to. I'm going to keep her out of the forest for now because I want her to try to find those pale ones. Move her there. We can pick up these units that I forgot. You're good there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move you south for now. Is that Jello? Maybe I'll leave that Jello somewhere. Okay, we'll go ahead and move into the mountains. There's a griffin. Just to see if there's anything cool. Mountains tend to have... I think if I remember in Dominion's mountainous areas were more likely to have magical gems or whatever they're called. But I don't remember for sure. Maybe that was just a particular class of people. So I am on Christmas break right now. Yes, congratulations to me. Tomorrow I would normally have to go back to work, but I don't anymore. So I'm going to invest a fair amount of time into playing. So I'm going to keep up this game here, of course. Probably, hopefully this one ends soon. I think I'm going to try an epic match next. So just like kind of go nuts, like throw a bunch of AI, bump up the difficulty and have a little bit of fun. And I'm also going to put up a couple other games just to sort of test the waters because I have the time to do that now. Okay. So... okay, we're going to go ahead and intern. I sort of just want to see how my Jello does. Let's watch Jello eat people. I know there's a Bill Cosby joke in there somewhere. I just don't know it. If the Jello casted sleeping spells, I would name it Bill Cosby. That's a pretty poor joke. Sorry, Bill. Okay. If anyone has a better Bill Cosby joke, let's hear it in the comments. Is that, I don't know, it's a little old, but you know, it's never fun. It's never not fun to make Bill Cosby jokes. Even before his sort of scenario, he was sort of just fun to make jokes about. Okay, let's move Pyro. That's right, we're going to move him back this way. Enter gateway. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, here we are. Moves intact. Excellent. They are not healed. That should go rather well. And then we'll have access to the Nexus. I'm not sure. Enchanted Gate. I'm so excited. I really hope if I were the developers, I would pay the rights to put the scene in from, oh, what's it called? Star Trek. I think it's just called Generations, where Kirk is like making an omelet. I would totally do that. But I'm a pretty big Star Trek nerd. So I haven't seen Star Wars, so obviously, so don't worry, there's no spoilers. I haven't seen it. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I tend to think it's sort of more fantasy and space. I am going to go see it eventually, but I don't have to, like, it's not worth it for me to, like, fight in the lines and, like, try to wait and sit in a cramped theater and probably get a crappy seat. I'm okay with waiting a couple days. And if it gets spoiled a little bit for me, it's not the worst thing in the world, so I'm a casual. You can call me a casual. That's okay. But you know what? This new movie might change my mind. Please, no spoilers. I'm not a great moderator, so I will delete any comments that pop up that are spoiling it. But I am definitely not that active, so maybe I should be now that I put that out there. Anytime you sort of just think about a troll, one shows up. Okay, sorry, I got talking there, and I was neglecting my shiznit. So I'm gonna keep him there actually because I'm gonna combine forces. So maybe we'll just try to make the best and capture this little village. Next commander. Let's go ahead and move you back down. And you... I'm going to avoid battle for now. I should leave my Jello somewhere. Okay, so you are out of moves. Nixia is out of... not out of moves, but... she is out of moves. Okay. Let's just double check the void here. You still crazy? Yep, still crazy. Okay, cool. Let's take one more look. I should just mop up the floor. I'm cool. I hope this chick just flies over and just like mauls these dudes. That'd be cool. All right, let's end it. We're in the Nexus. Okay. So my assassin is causing damage. My assassins, I believe. Yep. So that's good. My pale one is sieging. That's awesome. I forgot about that. Launch those bastards. Come on. Do a hit. Give me a hit. There, 0 points. Maybe they're negating that hit. Oh, well. Good. You drop the gates. They have no ranged attack, so I should be able to cause some spell damage if these guys can be caused by that. What's this guy doing? So he's resistant to all forms of this guy's damage, I believe, except for blunt. And I'm curious about this iron golem. I never really did get to see. Oh yeah, so it has that strikes anywhere. This is about as close to that. Oh, what's that movie about the giant robot and the kid rides it? Man, that's bad on my part. It's such a great movie. Kind of reminds me of that. The Iron Giant? I think it's the Iron Giant. It's pretty much. That's cool that he's cast poison. So what's this chick doing? She's not doing anything right now. Get over there. She's going to cross the wall first, I think. I want to see what she can do. So my archers aren't quite in range, so maybe it would have been wise to definitely take out the frogs. Maybe I'll leave the frogs here. There we go. Let's see what she does for damage now. Probably not great against these guys, because they negate her types of damage. I don't yet see how she's that special. Again, this might not be the sort of class that she's quite, like, you know, tailored to attacking. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit, guys. This guy's kind of taking a beating. I guess, again, he's not well suited to fight something like this. Yeah, dang, I hate to lose him. That sucks, because I'm going to need him for other things like conquering the gods. But that's alright for now. What is this guy? He's negating a lot of stuff. He's got massive amounts of HP, though. These guys aren't doing anything. They got no range attack, so it's just these guys having to whittle away at these massive armors. These guys are poison resistant. Okay. He's going to be dead soon. Yes. Now we can focus on this guy. What's he? Panicked. Crap, he's gonna... I think now this is where she sort of gets... I don't think she's very well suited to attacking these guys either, so... That's no good. I'm kind of glad she got pushed out of the way. 54 HP left. Boy, that guy's tough. Definitely could have prepared a little bit better against them, but I mean, honestly, they're just sort of the antithesis of my forces. Burned him. There's 11 damage. Ouch. All right. Well, she does. Does she heal? I think she does. So, ouch. But at least we own the Nexus. Has found a magic item, the Ring of the Dead. So that's cool. That will help us regenerate. We have the Infernal Gauntlets. And Celine the Witch was found a magic item, the Flail of Pain. Alright, let's see what the Nexus gives us. You guys ready? Ow! Maybe I have to use special power. Or something. Okay, so what does that give us? Use special power? That's lame. Okay, let's pay attention here. So there's nothing here. I mean, next thing obviously is going to be to explore these doorways, but this sucks. Okay. Why? Oh, visit library. It's just a library. That is lameness. I mean, it's got to do something. It's giving me vision somewhere. It has to be. Right? Nothing here. I totally assume that's what that would be. Well, that's okay. Next part, I will do some Googling to see if I am missing something. God knows what. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and move her there. We're going to go ahead and keep doing what we do. Keep you there. Oh, no, we'll go ahead and take that. Oh, gotten ambushed. All right. Go ahead and take back these forests. Guess I could pick up those units. Let's go fight a griffin. Take out my angst. Explore this area here. Okay. Boy, that's certainly disappointing. I gotta be missing something. That is just too epic of a thing just to have it be a standard library. Let's see if this library has the all-see. Nah, it doesn't. Oh, this does it. Oh, see? Maybe that just means it's a command center. Or like it's a... Oh! Wait. Recruit units. No. Well, I can recruit there. I can't recruit there. I mean... Which, maybe, I think I remember reading somewhere you can't recruit on other planes. Huh. It's gotta be something, right? I mean, maybe not. It's nothing. It's just like a fortress. I mean, it is a gateway to all. I have all these gateways. So there's that. let's go ahead and give Celine... Let's go ahead and do some major summoning for now, just to replenish our forces. And then we'll take on some gates and do some exploring there. I guess next would be conquering the gods. Certainly. Okay, so here's where those gates go. This goes back into the clouds. That's cool. So we will follow those. I mean... Oh, okay, you know what? It sort of makes sense now. You can't use these gates without attacking this. So it's just the defensive point. It gives you access to all the gates. So that's cool. I guess I got a little excited by the all-seeing eye. It is a library. There's no Captain Kirk. Oh well. Okay, should I take these guys on? Yeah. I feel pretty good about that. Let's maybe actually wait a turn. No, I mean, I hate to lose my forces, so... These guys are fairly powerful. What does she have? Anything cool? Flail of Pain. Let's give that away to someone that can maybe use it. Not him, because he won't take it. Or did he take it? Yeah, he's got the Flail of Pain. That's perfect, right? Maybe not. No, because his boulder throwing... well, this is ranged. Let's leave it in his hand and see how it does. Putting it in the hands of a doppelganger would be cool. That guy's got the Venom Sword. Try that next if I don't feel like that's totally appropriate. I'd love him to be up... Oh, I guess he is up front. He's just... Those archers are there now. Let's go ahead and... Actually, we'll go ahead and call this part 11. Because we're getting close to an hour here. We'll come back for part 12 and go ahead and pick a door. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a bit.